Okay, so I already recorded a video, but I guess it didn't work, which is a kind of a big bummer. But anyways, I'll basically just say that I didn't pull any of the information that I put down out of my ass. I did make a mistake in saying that it's law because it really isn't. It's just a rule and a regulation. I did look up some information on bus rules and stuff, on public buses and public situations, which I did post, so anybody can go look at it. And it was just three of them. There's a long, long list of common, well, not really that common, I guess, but let's say common knowledge that tells you exactly what a kid is supposed to or cannot do. There are rules on buses. I know because I was just in high school last year. I rode the public buses. Um, I saw a girl who actually did confront the bus driver, and she yelled and cussed at him and was like, "No, I need to get off the bus." And he was very persistent in not letting her. He of course did not touch her. He did not tell her to do anything inappropriate or whatever. He was very level-headed about it, which is something that I guess that this bus driver did lack. But in a stressful situation, everybody deals with stress differently, and I don't think that everybody would deal with the situation as well as some people might, and that's this bus driver is a good example. And when you're on the outside looking in, you can say everything you want to, like, for instance, even me, that girl was really immature. The bus driver really did have the right to do what she did. And I've thought about it. I'm not going to say that I enjoyed reading the negative feedback because it really seemed that a lot of people were just kind of jumping on the bandwagon and trying to, just say whatever to agree to not, I don't know. That was just kind of odd. But anyways, all I have to say is that there are rules and regulations. The child in question, she really should have had respect and a courtesy boundary. Yeah, she called her mom. Yeah, the bus driver shouldn't have touched her phone, shouldn't have put her hands on her. And if the girl had followed rules and regulations, such as sitting in her bus seat and not being disruptive and also wasting everybody else's time that was on that bus, then I'm pretty sure the situation could have been avoided. The bus driver was just doing her job, I guess, and I'm not gonna discredit her because she was in a stressful situation, and it's not easy to have somebody yelling in your face and make the best of decisions. That takes a lot of good character, and maybe people are lacking that. I don't know, like, something I didn't post on the little comments or the comment that I posted with the information on just some of the rules and regulations were, like, I'm reading right now, conduct on the bus. Pupils must, okay, I'm gonna read it right now. Recognize that the bus driver is the authority on the bus. Obey the bus driver and be courteous to him or her and to fellow students. The driver has authority to assign seats in order to maintain order, discipline, and promote safety. So, also, not use profanity or indecent language or gestures. And I can understand she was angry, and oh well, that's how a lot of kids and people vent today. They just use a lot of profanity. It's kind of, I guess you could say, disappointing. I mean, I use profanity. It's something I tried to get out of, and I don't really care. But it's kind of sad that it's becoming so much of our vocabulary, and that's all I hear now. And like where I live in a good sized city, and you hear a lot of stuff, and you have to be pretty open minded in order not to get mad. Also, let's see. There was another one. It was something like do not get off. Okay, right here. Or leave the bus at their regular stops. Remain seated until the bus comes to a full stop, then leave the bus in an orderly manner. Pupils in the front seats unload first. Blah blah blah. That's just simple stuff. Anyway, so basically, the girl was wrong. the bus driver was wrong, the girl was right, the bus driver was right. They both had their good they had their standpoints, like, where each of them were making good point, like, the bus driver was authority, and the girl was just a minor. She's supposed to listen to her elders. I'm not gonna say that it was right for her to get in the bus driver's face and demand that, she let her off the bus, but I guess it was, it's pretty immature. She does realize I watched a video and I saw her say that herself, that she realized it was immature. She still does think the bus driver was in the wrong, which I can understand because she is trying to prove her point, I guess, whatever point that may be. I don't know, and also to add to I forgot which one it was, but the one who, like, instigated all the other negative comments, if the bus driver gets, felony charges, whatever charges pressed against her, we're talking about America, I guess, and honestly, the judicial system is I think it's kind of pathetic, because basically, for instance, you have, like, the people who, okay, I spilled hot coffee on myself, and I'm gonna sue, like, McDonald's, whatever, for, like, $7 million, and then they win, and it's just, that kind of stuff is really, it's disappointing that that can happen, and sadly, it's out there, and people do take advantage of it, even, like, people who get in car accidents, and, they might be at fault, but rules like, okay, the person hit me from behind, so therefore it's the person from behind, it's their fault. This is California. That kind of stuff. And then, for instance, I was in an accident with a person who was extremely jealous and decided to total my car out, and basically we crashed at like 60 to 75 miles an hour, and we T-boned another car. I was sitting passenger, everything deployed. I walked away. I actually got out of the car. He ran off, and he was caught by the police later. But anyways, the woman in question that was hit, she's still, charging insurance and stuff. And I just thought it was kind of irritating, because that kind of stuff happens all the time, where people can, say that they're going away with they're so hurt, that they're so messed up, and then they can sue for it. It kind of irritates me, but that's the way it is. And I think that this girl, she has a really good chance at winning a case if that's what she's doing, and it's only because people fail to want to see every single side of the story, and everything becomes biased, and it's not fun, because a lot of people can get affected by it. But anyways, so that was just kind of like my reply to everybody's comments. I appreciate, I guess, that you guys were willing to say that much stuff about it. But next time, if you're gonna tell somebody that they should know what they're talking about before they do it, make sure that you have basis for what you're talking about. That's all I have to say, really. So anyways, thanks, and if I get a rushing of negative feedback for this, it's cool. People are just putting their opinions out there, and thanks for any supporters. So alright, have a nice day.